The royal world is once again bracing for impact, because a growing storm is gathering around Prince Harry, a storm that some palace insiders now believe could end with one of the most drastic royal consequences in modern history. The possibility no one dared speak out loud only a year ago is suddenly back on the table, gaining momentum, attention, and political backing. The removal of Prince Harry's royal titles. And with the shockwaves from King Charles's unprecedented decision to strip Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor of his own title still shaking the monarchy, many wonder if the same fate could soon reach the king's younger son. The whispers began quietly, a rumor here, a passing comment there, but the moment British MP Rachel Markle revived her controversial removal of titles bill, those whispers became thunder. If this bill passes, it would give King Charles, and eventually Prince William, the clear and legal authority to remove royal titles from family members who damage the monarchy's reputation. Suddenly, the question is no longer would this ever happen, but who is next? According to palace sources who spoke with Page 6, some within the royal circle privately believe that Harry may indeed be the next in line. One insider stated bluntly, "If they pass these bills, I would not be surprised if Harry is the next one to go." Those words hit like a royal earthquake, because unlike Prince Andrew, who was removed due to scandal, legal trouble, and public outrage, Prince Harry's situation is far more complicated, far more personal, and far more explosive. The breakdown of the once unbreakable bond between William and Harry lies at the center of this crisis. According to insiders, the relationship between the two princes is not only strained, it's fractured beyond recognition. They have not spoken in more than 2 years, not even through intermediaries, and each new public moment widens the divide. Harry's 2023 memoir, Spare, served as a devastating turning point. In the book, Harry accused William of physically attacking him during an argument over Meghan. He also detailed deeply private family disputes, childhood resentment, and claimed that Kate Middleton made racially insensitive remarks about his children. For the future king, a man trained his entire life to uphold dignity, stability, and loyalty to the crown, Harry's book wasn't merely painful. It was, according to sources, a betrayal that cut deeper than anything previous royal feuds had ever seen. Royal biographer Hugo Vickers went so far as to say he doubts William will ever invite Harry to his coronation, a symbolic sign of just how broken things have become. And now, with the removal of titles bill back in the spotlight, insiders say William could quietly support giving the monarchy more power to act when family members threaten its stability. One palace aide described William as not vindictive, but deeply disappointed, and determined to protect the institution he will one day lead. That determination could mean making the hardest decision possible, distancing the monarchy from his own brother. The timing of all this is impossible to ignore. Just days before the new wave of speculation began, King Charles made a move no monarch had made in centuries. After months of discreet legal groundwork, Charles officially stripped his younger brother of his prince title. Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, once Prince Andrew, is no longer recognized as His Royal Highness. He is now a private citizen, a man with no formal royal standing and no path back to public duties. The decision shocked the nation. It shook royal watchers, and it sent one message loud and clear: Charles is willing to act even when it involves his own family. That realization triggered a firestorm online. Daily Mail readers flooded comment sections demanding the monarchy take similar action against Harry and Meghan. One of the most liked comments read, "It is essential that Harry and Markle are also stripped of their titles. Their behavior has damaged and disrespected the monarchy." Another reader said simply, "The Markles are next." Some suggested that Harry's children should not hold titles either, and that the UK should streamline its monarchy like other European royal families. That means only the king, the heir, and the heir's children would retain titles, cutting out Harry's entire branch. Within the palace, the mood is quietly tense. Some insiders believe that William is now the guiding force behind major royal decisions, king in all but name, as one royal watcher put it. The monarchy is shifting, modernizing, and tightening the circle. And in that shift, there is less room for scandal, less tolerance for public attacks, and less patience for renegade royals. The question now is how far this shift will go. Will the monarchy truly consider stripping Prince Harry of his Duke of Sussex title? Could he lose his rank as a prince? Would Meghan also lose her titles? Could Archie and Lilibet lose theirs as well? These questions, once dismissed as tabloid fantasy, are suddenly at the center of serious political debate. What makes this situation even more delicate is the international dynamic. Harry and Meghan live in the United States. They have built careers, launched media projects, signed major deals, and formed a public identity rooted partly in their royal connection. Ending that connection would have ripple effects in Hollywood, global media, philanthropy, and politics. It would also create legal and diplomatic complications no one has ever dealt with before. Still, insiders insist that the mood within the monarchy is changing fast. After years of trying to maintain peace, King Charles and Prince William now appear focused on securing the long-term survival of the crown. And for them, that may mean making decisions that were once unimaginable. One palace aide was quoted saying, "Charles won't be rushed, but he won't hesitate either." Another added, "The royal family can no longer afford internal chaos." The pressure isn't only coming from the palace or the British public. Commentators across Europe have pointed out that modern monarchies must stay streamlined, scandal-free, and tightly focused to survive in an increasingly skeptical world. If the UK follows the same trend, the royal family could shrink dramatically within the next decade, and titles for non-working royals may become obsolete. Meanwhile, Harry remains publicly distant from royal life. His recent visits to the UK have been brief, tense, and heavily scrutinized. Meghan has not returned to the UK since 2022. Their children have visited only once, and despite multiple opportunities for healing, the silence between the brothers grows deeper. Each new interview Harry gives, each new documentary, and each new revelation widens the canyon. At the same time, the king's own health has raised concerns. With Charles navigating treatment and a reduced workload, William has stepped into a more powerful leadership role. This only intensifies speculation that William is now shaping the future of the monarchy, and may one day finalize the question of his brother's titles. As it stands now, Buckingham Palace has issued no comment, but sources say the atmosphere inside royal walls is becoming increasingly anxious. The revival of the removal of titles bill has turned whispers into strategy, discussions into planning, and private frustration into potential action. And whether Harry likes it or not, he is now at the center of a royal crossroads. Because with Andrew already stripped of his title, with the monarchy under pressure to modernize, and with the rift between William and Harry deeper than ever, one truth is becoming harder to ignore. In today's royal family, no title is guaranteed forever. The crown may be ancient, but its tolerance is not. And as the winds around the monarchy grow stronger, Prince Harry may soon discover just how far those changing winds can blow.